Alright, everybody, hello, welcome to the Beer League. We have got a game for you. That's not the one I wanted. This is the one. We have TDX taking on IQ. This matchup happened last night. So let's take a quick look at the draft here for IQ against TDX. I'm not really going to talk about much of it. This is more so just for the VOD, so we can look at it later. But matchup-wise, Smolder, Nami, Zombie, hello. Smolder and Nami taking on Karma, Caitlyn, Xin Zhao in the jungle, along with Nocturne, Oriana, Silas mid lane matchup, Kasante Shen. So, Tactics hoping that the Shen Nocturne Oriana wombo combo of the Sentry works out, and yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. That's all that I know, because I don't know much, because I'm just a light leaguer. So, without further ado, let's just run into this game so you guys don't have to hear me yap. Sounds good to me. Also, welcome. Thanks for the join. It's a nice dog. His name is Tyr. I believe. I could be wrong. There's a really good chance that I am. Alrighty, so on the Rift, we do have Team Tactics. They are 0-1 this season. IQ is the opposite of that, 1-0. We are going to get a nice little fist bump to start. I think that was a 5-man fist by IQ, so they are winning the game already, just by camaraderie. My mic is kind of quiet. I think it's your AirPods because I'm jumping up into the yellow range from time to time, but we are going to have Silas go in with the abscond and abduct, and it's actually going to force the flash away from Nocturne already, so Karikazu not having a great time, not going to be a great start for him, and I wouldn't be surprised if Eric29 really forces the issue right now. Bro Moment 47, welcome. Thanks for the join. I can also like double check my microphone to make sure that the settings are all accurate. Okay, let me know if that changed anything for the headphones. There we go. That might have an adjustment that can work out. Ninja Monkeys getting some good damage down onto Caress so far. Alright, so IQ Dead Zone, they are members from Coach Rivals last season, along with 2 commissioners teaming up on the same team. Kind of sketchy if you ask me, but that's why people don't ask me many questions. Richie gonna get the 1v1. Lawrence using the Ignite, but it's not going to be enough to stop Kasante, because Kasante is a very balanced champion. Benson going in for the quick trade. Gonna miss everything that he has, but luckily Silas passive is pretty well forgiving. Well forgiving? Is that even a thing? I think it's just forgiving. Anywho. Back to the game. Junglers, both even. Benson's looking for his fights with its double E's. Xin Zhao gonna be looking to gank, so he will be spotted out on this ward in the tribe rush. Tactics doesn't feel like acknowledging him for some reason. They just wanted to make sure that they crash that first. Great Nami Bumble. And good job by IQ. Having the IQ to make sure that the ADC gets the Q proc in all of these stacks. My goodness. Tactics, what are we doing? Did I even take a shot for the first game? I did not, but that's only because I'm going out later. And I'll be driving, so I don't want to risk anything just to be safe. That's all. I'm being responsible for once. I am sorry for not, participating fully to the best of my abilities. Well, yeah, I could, but I also work for a school, so I kind of have to play as safely as I can. In my eyes, anyway. So IQ up to a very quick 3-0 start. Almost 1k gold lead at 4 minutes in. That's kind of terrifying. Especially in the times of solo queue. This is when you say jungle diff, even though top lane was a solo. Kind of happens. Benson taking it to Scarlet Q in the mid. He might not have much CS, but Benson is going to get the solo kill in the mid lane. No summoners up and available for the Orianna as well. So who cares if Silas is down by 12 CS? He's up a whole kill. Surely that's plenty enough. And he does have a Dark Seal as well, so nice little bonus stats just for participating in the game. If anyone's interested in joining the cast, please feel free to do so, but you do not have to. I'm in the Discord casting area. Alright, Eric29 going for a nice, easy gank in the bot lane. Bubble is going to be bursted by the Nami Smolder Xin Zhao trio. Shockwave coming in by Benson. Going to use it against the Orianna, her own medicine against her. Just going to be a trade-off for now. No one's really trying to commit to the full kill. Richie going to be taken down to about 300 health. And Shen's going to do his best, I would hope, to freeze that wave up top. Really help him get back in the game. He is down by 20 CS. So yeah. No ghost for Orianna. So as soon as it came off cooldown, she's going to rip it right away. Dragon is up and available. Neither jungle has gone for it just yet. Eric29 is going to be grabbing the crabs. Nocturne's about 1 camp away from level 6, so IQ has to be on the lookout. Shen has a stand united. Nocturne has turn off the lights, lock the doors, whatever his ultimate is called. I don't think that's a bad name though. And I must say, TDX for like their bot lane just being ganked more often than IQ's has been. They're doing a pretty good job of keeping up in the CS department. Smolder is sitting at 43 stacks, 45 now. Not too shabby. But what do I know? I play mid lane. Nocturne's looking mid, but nothing really there, so he's gonna wander further upriver. He will be spotted out, so not too much happening in the Nocturne department. Really wanted to use his ultimate. Shockwave already used by the Orianna. Eric29's waiting in the wings to try and save Benson, but it's not going to be enough. Benson's going to go down. Looks like Harakozu's going to pop the ultimate. Staying now, you're going to come in from Shen. And Eric29 going to get taunted up, and he will fall. Lawrence going to get the kill there. That's why you bring Ignite to a knife fight. Can't deal with the fire. This should be Infernal Drake going to the side of TDX. And you get everyone to commit on this play. It makes it happen a lot faster. And then you can reset and go fight for those grubbies. But it looks like IQ's going to try and push some pressure on them. Richie's trying to do something. Can't tell if he's getting for the all-out angle. He is going to. Light's going to be turned out again. This time, Benson stealing the Nocturne ultimate. Smolder's mom is going to be called in to save the day. Nocturne's going to fall. Karma's going to fall as well. And IQ's trying to rush down the side of TDX, but I think they might be able to get out. Never mind, Benson's going to land the Abscond Abduct. Get the kill onto Oriana after she just used her flash as well. Benson's looking pretty good on the Silas. 2, 1, and 2. Caress 4 and 0 on the Smolder. Bubbles coming in from Hernandez. Great job by IQ just managing the turret shots there. Zombies, the microphone sounding like a little bit better? I don't know. I did adjust it because it was on default. So I'm not sure if that changed anything or not. Benson's still looking for his fight. TDX getting the grubs. They are down by 3k gold though, just because of kills, CS, all of that jazz, but it's mainly looking like all of the kills. Richie's going to be taking about half health, but he's Cassante. He's got nothing to worry about. Nocturne's Paranoia is in the area. He's just going to pop it just for funsies. Try and scare off IQ. IQ has pretty good vision for their side of the jungle. And I guess all of the bot have really too, to make sure that Nocturne's really not going to be getting in there. Pretty interesting to see just like the warding differences between the Light League and the Stout League. Very defensive wards for IQ at this moment, but their offensive wards did just wear out. Richie does have his all out if he wants to use it. Might have wanted to there, but the taunt coming through from Shen going to be enough to cancel that play. Nocturne is going to be spotted out. Eric29 hiding in the wings, just in case anything fishy does happen on this bot lane. And he should be spotted out right now, though, as he crosses over that ward in the middle brush. But 4 members in the bot side for TDX are going to back off. Xin Zhao looking to go in. He's actually going to get rooted up by the Karma. Mom's going to be called in by the Smolder. Karma's going to go down, but that puts Eric29 in an A-okay position, apparently. We're not going to pull the trigger on that. Oh, and now we do. Caracosa going in onto the Smolder. Ace in the hole, not going to find anything. Eric29 blocks that shot. Lauren's coming in to save the day, but Cassante gonna CC him in time, so that big shield is nice. It delayed the death. But Nocturne's still gonna go down, as is Lawrence for trying to save his own buddy. And just the gold lead for Team IQ is growing immensely. 5.4 thousand lead at 13.5 minutes. If you're looking to win, that's kind of gold lead that you'd love to have. 9 plates compared to 3 of TDX. Kind of interesting to see Benson take the Mark Treads on Silas. Don't hate it. Just interesting. I feel like I usually do the Hasty Boys or Magic Pen. Just because I don't know. I don't think the CC is too bad from TDX. But maybe it's just like a little bit of MR coming through. Richie's up 2 levels over Lawrence. Dragon is up and available, so both teams hoping to get pushing here, but IQ's just got all of the vision on the red side of that jungle. Actually going to take the fight onto Bubble, and Bubble not having a good time. Going to go down again. And Caitlyn's actually going to be forced to flash away. Richie's going to get another kill up in the top lane. Ninja Monkey's going to fall as well, and this is going to be a nice free dragon for IQ. Smolder sitting at 129 stacks. Just under 100 to go before he becomes an even larger champion than he currently is. Paranora going to come in from the Nocturne. The Fear is going to go through as well, and that is one dead Benson. Sitting at 2, 2, and 2. Scarlet Q getting all the help they need on the Orianna, but they should be able to get a plate or 2 here, or move it into a Herald play. Especially with Eric 29 on the opposite half of the map. And for all of you Jhin enjoyers, at least Eastern time zone, it is 4:44. Just saying. That's all. It is 5 o'clock somewhere, Big Cash Show. Just not here. I was looking away. I don't know what happened there, but Nocturne fell, and Rift Herald went over to the side of IQ. So seems to really work out for them. So if you look at Smolder's player icon on the left-hand side, there you go. No worries. Not everyone uses this overlay, so sometimes you gotta ask. Seaman Amas has technology, Benson has technology, but it's still not beer league standardized just yet. You're at 159, Chris. You're ahead of the curve. From this Smolder anyway, one that I see. Or are you talking about your CS maybe? I don't know. Now you're at 159. Richie's going for the solo kill. And we've got Paranoia, we've got a Tidal Wave, we got a whole lot coming through on this mid lane fight. Mom's even going to get called in. Not enough to kill anybody off right here. Big shield and barrier coming in from the Caitlyn. Benson's going to get that turret in the bot side, and TDX going to lose 1. And their mid lane tier 1 as well. You guys have to be careful on this recall spot. I kind of hope Eric 29 overshoots us. Yeah. Yeah, gets a nice little few knockups here and there. Just for funsies, but now Shelly's kind of trapped. And that's not fun. Staying United coming in, Ace in the hold down as well. So much healing coming in just from the Sundered Sky and from the Nami as well. Eric 29's finally going to drop. Not really sure how. Caitlyn's a cool champ. Smolder now at 171 stacks. 50 something more until he's the real champion. Hernandez going to be caught out. Just for fun, you know, why not? We need to get our stats up there somehow. Chris, I'm pretty sure you were just looking at your CS. or Karis. Either or. Zimbabwe is a country. Oh, hi, Richie. Thanks for joining the second that the series started. Glad you could join right on time. I guess next time I'll have to @ you, like the good old days. Xante is pretty scary. Not nearly as scary as the Piss Boys, or Purple Moist Mumblers. Shockwave coming in. Nice job by Scarlet Q. Gonna kill off Benson. Massive shield coming in from this Carmen. Eric29, he's gonna live for a while. He's gonna heal up a whole heck of a lot. And somehow he's gonna manage to get it out of there. Mom's gonna get called in, try and pick off the Caitlyn, but it's not gonna be enough damage. Lawrence is kind of stuck in up the creek without a paddle. Running into that jungle with no one there to save him. Alright, teleport coming mid. This should be a nice free dragon though. Pretty much essentially gone. Smolder 30 Qs away, or 30 stacks away. Caracosa gonna pop the ultimate. Not really anyone that he can jump onto. Not to say that it was a waste, but sometimes you just have to pop the ult just for funsies and hopes of a potential steal at the very last second. Ace in the hole gonna go down on Caitlyn, but wait, I thought Bubble took that shot. Me, I guess it was Orianna instead. Slouch, welcome in. Welcome in. Zor, welcome in as well. Thank you for all the gifted subs you gifted last week. I hope you all had a great week as we head into the weekend. Alright, Benson, you're gonna find out a nice evil ghost man? I don't know. He's gonna take that paranoia. Baron is up and available. I never knew that objective bounty showed on the minimap before. That's kind of neat. Like in the bottom right hand corner, there's a little red symbol. Has to just be for this right now. Anywho, Lawrence trying to do something and taunt up Richie, but Richie doesn't really care at this point in the game. It's up 2 full levels over Lawrence. Smolder 9 stacks away from being a absolute demon king. I am intrigued by the Serpent's Fang though. I think that's a great purchase. Coming in. Build diversity that Riot always wanted. Paranoia gonna come through. I believe that's from the Silas. So using it just to shut off some lights from TDX. Oh, and here comes the real one, the Shockwave. I don't know if it hit anybody. I think it was released a little bit too soon. Kara's gonna live even with the Call of Mother. He's at 230 stacks. He can now execute anybody that he darn well pleases. And Bubble's gonna take one for the team. But now Scarlet Q is getting chased by Xante and the rest of IQ. So I'm not sure if Orianna is going to be able to get out alive. Doesn't have teleport. Does have flash in just a few seconds. But you'd really hope to not have to use both of them. And Eric29 going to do whatever he can. Oh, we are going to get a ghost down. And Richie's just gonna steal that kill like a son of a gun. Meanwhile, Benson is just up on the top side, taking CS, taking turrets. So why not? He's got the smallest gold lead in the game. So he does need some extra money. Any way that he can take it. TDX, gonna be difficult to come back. Even if I did see the damage charts, I don't know how to read them. So, it's okay. Not really sure how TDX is gonna be able to come back in this one. They are down a whole lot of gold, 11k, and even if you do have the skill, the money just isn't there to get you back. It's a few full items just as a team with the advantage. Doesn't include the few dragons, doesn't include the level leads, or anything like that. And IQ gonna be starting up the Baron Nashor. Wow, Richie's just hanging out on the bot side. Just trying to waste the time of TDX. He's gonna try and all out the Caitlyn, get her on the other side of the wall, but she wasn't close enough to it. Richie's gonna go down, but Baron going to IQ without any real worries at all. Dragon is up and available right now, so Benson's just gonna split push. Looks like he's gonna actually join this fight. Paranoid coming in from the Nocturne onto the backline, onto the Smolder, but there's still a massive turret there. Staying United coming in. Great play by the Silas to steal that. And Smolder is now popping off and just eliminating 1, 2, 3. Triple kill coming in for the Smolder. Make that a quadra. Benson had to ruin his hopes of a penta. But as the hopes and dreams for a penta are ruined, so is the probability of a win for TDX. Not really sure what Hernandez is doing, just working on that vision score, I suppose. I get stats are important, but do we have to stat pad that hard? Is this Bam out of bio? Kinda looks like it. Woof. Why are we stat padding in the Stout League? I thought you guys were better than that. Clearly, you aren't. Anywho, this one goes out to the fans. Oh no, I actually could have looked to see who the player of the week for week 1 is. Maybe I'll do that next year. Anywho, game 2 coming up in just a few. It's not working. No. All right, game 2 draft. Let's take a gander at that. The teams are swapping sides. So I will swap them in team name, but not in team color because that's too much work. And you know what? I'm lazy. Sometimes. Here we go. Game number dos. It's really dumb because the stupid game. No, because Drafter does a horrible job of their placements of who's being played, when, and where. That's why I'm not a big fan of Drafter. All right, good luck, Resident Evil 9. Not really sure why Richie thinks, saying thank you for the cast. You should stay here for the entire thing. Stay here for the whole thing. Those zombies won't be going away. Anywho, Jinx Recon, duo in the bot lane, Talia in the mid, Renekton, Viego on the top half of the map, Zeri Braum trying to stop that Super Mega Death Rocket, Lee Sin going for some insect plays, Fizz in the mid against the Talia. Alright, I like that. I'm kind of intrigued. And then Gangplank, Mr. Moneyman down in the bot lane for the good guys back home. AKA, what's his name? IQ. So, thank you. And let's get into game number 2 on the Riftaroo. So I am expecting a fist bump. There we go. Yeah, Bunnycoo. Who cares about, you know, the power, the battery of your phone? As long as you can watch some beer league action. So I do have the chat turned off, but if you're wondering what all those chat sounds are, it's IQ just pinging one another alive for the eternity of this game. But we keep chats turned off here, because no one needs to know who's alive and who's dead. Alright, Karakoza not going to have to burn his flash this time around, as IQ's not looking to invade, just to get a nice little ward down. Bunnycoo, sorry. Glad you can make it back, though. We missed you. We still miss you. You're an amazing caster. You try and think of like mini storylines, or at least like knowledgeable information for every game. So anytime you want to jump back in the saddle, the beer league will have you. We won't pay you much, if anything at all. But gosh darn it, we will have you be a part of the beer league team. I'd assume it's just one hit per stack. I feel like that'd be pretty darn OP to have anything else. Great. Electrocute proc already. Right on to Talia. I would have to play more bot lane to know for sure, but I would think it's just a one hit, because I feel like with her Q, it's just a one hit on like wards and things like that. Alright, oh. Scarlet Q gonna pop the ghost pretty early. Ah, the right click. I see, I see. The poor man's auto for Zeri. Alright, Hernandez going in. Caress just using a zoning W. You love to see it. Top laners. No one's taking the lead on these minion waves. They're like, you know what, let's just share it. Richie did decide to go Comet in the top lane. Kind of like that. That's a neat idea. That's really annoying. I feel like jungle has to be bugged because there's more camps for one than the other. Wait, we're getting a gank in the mid lane and the top lane, and you know what? Scarlet Q is gonna hit Eric 29. Oh, why would you hit that minion? What did that minion do to you, Eric? Well, sometimes when you play Lee Sin, your eyesight isn't as good, and you think that you've actually passed the minion, but you have not. Lawrence gonna get some extra damage down. On to Richie, but not gonna be enough. Benson gonna get his second solo bolo of the game. Zeri has a shield steal. Oh boy. Caress, the mid laner who now plays ADC, and Lawrence gonna go down. Bunnycoo, you're asking the questions that someone that plays Zeri ADC might know. I just also play ARAM Mayhem. So my knowledge of the game is so thrown off just because of augments. Benson is ticking over to level 6 as Scarlet Q is still just 4.5. Karakozu gonna go in. They should be able to get a kill here. Braum still does have flash and a leap. So we will make it out. What are we doing? Anytime that you want to start it, Slouch. Anytime you want to start a 10-man mayhem in-house, you can even like start a mini tournament. I think it'd be a pretty good time. Also, anytime if you're like in the Discord, if you just add, I think like Shitty Fives or something, or you can even add everyone and just ask like, who's down for a 10-man mayhem, you know, extravaganza. Like, if I weren't busy, I would 100% be down. Oh, Ninja Monkey's gonna find Eric29, then he's also gonna find a massive shark just right on his face. Lee Sin gonna get the kill there. And Benson might be in some trouble. Does have flash available though if he needs it. Instead, we're just gonna get the jungler killed. Bubble's gonna get stunned up on his W, and Benson sitting at a 3-0-2 to start the game. Pretty scary for a Fizz to be that large this soon. Scarlet Q gonna get stunned up, but Benson doesn't want to risk it. He's already large enough, no need to give over that massive shutdown or lose the stacks on the Dark Seal. Ghost can be used by Scarlet Q. Ignite or Electrocute, and then the flash in. Benson knows this champ pretty darn well. I think it's his second most played champion outside of Zeri. Always a nice little treat whenever he pulls it out. And I'm talking about the Fizz, not, you know, his Fizz, if you know what I mean. Yeah, there we go. That's all. Gangplank has the ultimate available. He's getting pinged away by Eric saying, hey buddy, their jungler's coming up. You might want to run. And Eric's gonna meet Karakozu. Gangplank ultimate gonna be popped. There is a nice little barrel down just for funsies. Talia riding the rock in. Richie should be falling here without any funny business else going on. Talia, that kill really helped her get back into the game, but she's still down 2k. Lichbane already completed for this Fizz. 7.5 minutes in. A little bit terrifying. Fizz is chumming the waters. Not sure what happened. I think I'm gonna assume it missed. Scarlet Q still has full HP. This bot lane matchup of both supports just missing everything is it's nice to see. And Diego back down the bot lane. Gonna be spotted out by this ward, and he has a sweeper, but fortunately, it just ran out in time. So both junglers pretty active this game, just trying to get something going for their teams. Unfortunately, Diego really hasn't been able to get going. His team hasn't really been able to help him too much. But it's also a lot easier to play the game whenever you don't really have to worry about your mid lane. So Eric29 does have some extra freedoms that he can play with Playful Trickster gonna work out for Benson. The Q coming in from Scarlet Q though. Gonna take him down, gonna get a nice shutdown. That is gonna be donated over to Viego, so not sure how frequently this Viego plays his Fizz. He is pretty large. He is gonna pop the ultimate as well. Gonna get one kill there. Gonna hop with the Lee Sin, Q, and dash. Oh my goodness, this is what every Viego dreams of. Reset City now at 4, 2, and 0. Is that what Fizz says? I'll have to listen for the next ult. I never like pay attention. Could be, you know, my inattentiveness. But we'll see. Whoa. Okay, okay. I mean, mating, breeding, those are same. I think we could look up the voice lines. Potato, potato. I prefer potato French fry, but that's just me. Flash can be used by Richie. Still has his ultimate, so we'll see if Eric can get any damage down. Instead, he's going to kick him right out of Richie's ult. Chum the Waters. Gonna knock Talia off. Playful Trickster. Can be enough. Intrigued to see. Alright, Richie's not going to greed for a plate. Super Mega Death Rocket going down. Is it going to land right on his face? Yes, it is. Jinx with the snipe. Richie was just waiting patiently for that to hit him right in the head. Great job by Ninja Monkeys to slam him there. Karakozu meets Eric 29 at the banana brush. The ultimate's not going to be enough as Eric flashes away. Play some wards down as well. Alright, the poke coming in from Richie with this Q and Comet. Pretty darn annoying. I'm glad I'm not a top laner. Sometimes there are people that play Gangplank mid and I'm like, why? Why are you a piece of work? Lawrence is wondering why Richie's a piece of work. Luckily that top lane turret didn't hit him. I feel like he was right on the fringe. Are going to have some jungles meeting up in the top lane. Not sure if Viego's going to get there in time to save the day or not. So here we go. Dominus going to be locked in. So much damage coming in from Eric 29. Not able to get the kill right away. So great shield coming in after Viego turns in Lee Sin. Use the W onto Renekton. And easy double kill up in the top lane by TDX. So really evening up this game. 8 to 9 kills. Fizz is here, ready to chum the waters. He didn't really say anything that time. He is going to get knocked back, though. Good play by Scarlet Q. But Benson should be able to get out. Some hot ass. I feel like that's too much of a compliment, though, Bunnyku, which makes me think that you're a GP enjoyer mid lane. Like Veronica Vaughn. Alright, Benson sitting at 5, 1, and 2. has a 46 CS lead in the mid lane against a ranged opponent. You don't usually see that all too often. Both ADCs have completed their Unitals, and we've got a dragon fight coming up soon. Or at least we'd hope to see. Both top laners do have their free teleports available. Jungle over there. Oh, Eric29 uses the kick to try and launch someone into the Fizz ultimate. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. Start the Q with a flash under that turret, but she's just going to be tanking 3 turret shots. Eventually, Eric29 will fall, but my oh my. Not sure if that whole investment was necessary. I do like the heart, though. Great play. Sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit. Bubble gonna get rooted up in the Braum passive, and Benson's just gonna collect a kill like it's a Pokemon card. Karakozu gonna go down as well, and Ninja Monkey's just unfortunate. I don't know why you would try to walk toward your base, you know? Looks like jungle for TDX moving up toward the Rift Herald. So Rakan's just trying to waste some time of IQ. Alright, Viego's actually going up to the top side. Flash coming out by Richie. Pretty valuable summoner spell. Not that he needs it the most, especially with his barrel combos, but can be nice later. Lost Jinjo, welcome. Richie, just so you know, you're handsome IRL. According to Twitch chat. And your mom. Probably. No Rift Herald start just yet. Both ADCs still in the bot lane. Jinx does have the Super Mega Death Rocket that might be able to help out. And Lawrence just waiting for GP to step up just far enough. There it is. Gonna dash through. Proc PTA, but then runs away. And Benson using the ultimate. Yeah, I don't know if that was mating or baiting. I did hear it though. Things that Bunny Q thinks about at night. What does Fizz say whenever he ults?
Needed that.
Good job by Bubble to interrupt the base, and Richie's just gonna get soloed up in the top lane. He felt too good. He thought Eric would be there in time. Eric's gonna do a mini insect. Not super duper amazing. He's actually gonna take a lot of damage. Richie's gonna fall. The people say that he's as good as Pyroan. Oh boy. Who knows if that's still true or not? Who knows? But great job by Lawrence. Get the double kill in the top lane. Way to stand your ground. Not be too afraid. Just because it's a jungler doesn't mean that he can see anything. And Jinx is going to get the second turret of the game, but it will let her play around the whole map. So hopefully they rotate lanes. And we could probably find all the quotes online. I don't think Fizz would say that. I think Fizz would feed his kid to the big old shark if his child said that. But Fizz would do that like playfully, like feed his child to the shark. What's going on, chat? We've got a fight, potentially, maybe dragon spawning in 35 seconds. Only a third Drake of the game. But this is going to be one big old team fight. That's why I'm all here for it. Caress kind of all by himself. Does have other members in the area, but not too nearby. Eric29 going to find a bubble and looking to pop it. Not enough damage. Chums the water, only going to go on to the Talian since it wasn't that far of a toss. Not going to be that big of a knockup. Very nice tie-tie. I'm exhausted. So, thanks for joining. This is game number 2. IQ won game number 1. And no dragon will be taken just yet. Rom having a difficult time entering this fight. Diego's going to be on vision. I'll zoom out a little bit more. Benson's trying to get in there and just absolutely one-tap this ADC that is Jinx. Dragon's going to go down by the way of IQ. Or not IQ. Sorry, TDX is actually going to claim that one. Benson's going to start to try and clean up the rest. He does take out the ADC. Lawrence is moving around, not necessarily to find Benson, but he might run into him. Benson's just hoping to get a free base, or maybe find a recon. Find a pick here. Gonna force the flash from Scarlet Q, and he's gonna go down. Lawrence gonna fall to Richie though as well, and Bubble's gonna not be able to hop their way out of there. Gangplank with the double kill. Ooh, it's a long fight, I feel like. We're also 22 minutes in. Only 2 turrets have been taken. So, a little bit different from last game. Or this game is almost wrapping up at this time. Just trying to stick around, seeing if you get a smite steal. But instead, just a quick little leash. Alright, Jinx still waiting for that Infinity Edge to come in. Probably has it on this base. What series am I casting next? I am not casting next. I'm going out to the bar after this game. So, I do not know. I don't live in the same state as you. So, the invite would not be so helpful. Caster, I'm not, just because I have to drive like half an hour to get there. So I'm just trying to be mature, responsible, and safe. You know, sometimes I'm mature and responsible. Not very frequently, though. GP dropped his ultimate. I'm assuming it was mid-wave. Just to clear something out. There we go. That greedy son of a gun. So, yeah. I don't know. I'll probably cast this series tomorrow morning. You know, just because why not? And then I'm gonna get some stuff ready. So hopefully we have other people willing to cast games, because there are 11 games every week in the beer league. Slamride Jack, myself, can't do it all, even though we have so far. What's the match of the week this week? Well, if you look on the beer league website, you will see that it is Gin and Tonics against Team Reflex. Now, it's not, you know, the J&T from last season. We've got a new one because they used AI. But it should be a pretty good matchup. But Slamride Jack is already losing his voice. So, you know. But that's also just for the Stout League, because in our Light League matchup, we've got the Piss Boys taking on Tits. So, I mean, flash right into the Super Mega Death Rocket. Great job, Richie. Ward Hop coming through. And a flash actually going to be used by Eric29 as well. But yeah, anywho, in the Light League, Tits versus Piss. Everyone's favorite duo of teams. Taking action Saturday night at 7:30 Central. And Stout League action Sunday at 8 Central. I believe myself and Benson will be on the call for that one. We still have a lot to do to make it even better. Benson's going to use his Zonias and a flash just to get out of that Unraveled Earth coming in from Talia. Richie's going to pop his ultimate down on the backline, really trying to separate Team TDX. And that ultimate's going to get plenty of damage down, and one teleport in, and a nice little Q is going to do it. That's a whole lot of damage. That's a whole dead Frog Squad. And Queen Ace for IQ. So IQ going for the Baron power plays should be pretty easy, especially with at least 10 seconds remaining on the death timers for most members of TDX. There are Hex Gates that can be taken, but even then this Baron's just getting blasted down. Not a chance that Karakozu gets in there. So IQ just pushing their lead, now up to 8K. They should be able to just start taking turrets all around the map now. They are playing really well as a team, and I think that's different from the previous game where they were more so just winning every lane. This game, it's been much more of working together as a team to create a lead for each other. Talia gonna try and, you know, catch out the Lee Sin. It is gonna cause a lot of clustering for this matchup. Scarlet Q gonna be taken down to 1 HP, just gonna survive. And Ninja Monks, you shouldn't have been standing there. Oh no, Talia pissed off Gromp. Gromp got the kill on her, but that's gonna be donated over to Caress, and this is looking like it's all she wrote for TDX. IQ looking to move to 2-0. We'll see. Renekton not really able to ward anybody off. Chum the Water is going to go through, along with Ignite going down. The Braum passive going to root him up. He's going to die as well. And ladies and gentlemen, to start off your Friday, 2-0 for IQ, 0-2 for TDX. But wait, we're going to farm some stats. Never mind, Benson doesn't care about that. Benson's going to end the game as Red Fizz. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your Friday. Drink as responsibly as your liver will allow. Do we have games tonight? I think we might. Where can I go to see some games? No games tonight. So, if you are interested in casting, you can see PPP against BWS or Reflex against Shad. Actually, don't cast that one. Don't watch that one. That one's going to be the match of the week. So, PPP against BWS. Feel free to cast that tonight. Tomorrow night, tune in, 7:30. Watch Hits versus Piss. And Sunday night, Reflex against Jat. Watch party time. So, thanks for being here. Have a fantastic evening. Good night, everybody.